Welcome to the latest climate podcast. Here are today's top climate news stories. India's NTPC is making exciting strides in clean energy by planning to acquire uranium assets overseas to support its future nuclear projects. Established in 1975, NTPC is diversifying from thermal power to include nuclear energy, aiming to enhance its non-fossil fuel generation capacity. The company is set to collaborate with the Nuclear Power Corporation of India on a significant nuclear project in Rajasthan. Additionally, NTPC is exploring partnerships with various technology providers, including a U.S. company, to develop advanced nuclear fuel. With plans for 100 gigawatts of nuclear power by 2047, NTPC is positioned to play a key role in India's energy future.
In November, Florida will host the 5th Annual Climate Forecast Conference, where scientists, business leaders, and government officials will explore how climate warming is affecting the state's ecosystems. Taking place on November 13th at the Selby Auditorium at the University of South Florida's Sarasota-Manatee campus, the event will cover topics like biodiversity, climate change impacts, and technological advancements in conservation. Notable speakers include paleontologist Ken Lecovara and biodiversity expert Pam Soltis. This conference aims to equip attendees with the knowledge and partnerships necessary to protect Florida's unique environment for future generations.
Thousands of activists in New York City marched through Manhattan, calling for urgent climate action just before New York Climate Week. They focused their protests on Billionaires Row and Trump Tower, chanting, "Make billionaires pay." The demonstrators connected climate justice to broader issues, including democracy, gender equality, and free speech. Their passionate efforts highlight the growing movement for environmental change and social justice, emphasizing the need for accountability from the wealthy. This vibrant display of activism showcases the determination of individuals to push for a sustainable future and to address pressing global challenges.
California lawmakers, led by Senate President Pro Tem Mike McGuire, have successfully passed a significant package of climate and energy bills aimed at achieving carbon neutrality by 2045 while managing energy costs for consumers. This legislation extends the state's cap-and-trade program, promoting emission reductions, and includes measures to address immediate energy price concerns, such as allowing new oil drilling in Kern County. Additionally, it replenishes the wildfire fund and opens opportunities for regional energy markets. This balanced approach reflects California's commitment to environmental leadership and sets a promising energy legacy for its leaders.
Beijing is witnessing a shift in global banking dynamics influenced by politics and climate change. Deutsche Bank's CEO for Asia Pacific, Alexander von der Meulen, highlighted that companies are rebalancing banking relationships due to geopolitical uncertainties, with Hong Kong emerging as a leader in new listings. The recent initial public offering of Chinese battery manufacturer CATL, a major supplier to Tesla, raised significant funds, despite concerns about national security. As U.S. politics impacts finance, Climate Week in New York will focus on green finance discussions. Meanwhile, Hong Kong recently celebrated its own Green Week, showcasing the ongoing importance of climate initiatives in banking.
In India, experts emphasize that government aid and corporate funds can significantly help micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, reduce carbon emissions. They suggest transitioning to clean energy, adopting climate-informed building regulations, and utilizing innovative cooling technologies to enhance worker productivity. Giriraj Amarnath highlights the need for seed funding to empower local leaders to prepare for climate risks. Additionally, experts recommend proactive measures like vulnerability assessments and effective communication of climate resilience strategies. However, Micro, small, and medium enterprises often struggle to access climate-related financial resources, indicating a need for increased awareness and support to ensure their inclusion in climate finance initiatives.
NASA is excited about plans to build a nuclear reactor on the Moon, aiming to establish a permanent U.S. presence there. This innovative project could lead to new scientific and economic activities, such as research and tourism, by providing reliable energy during the Moon's long nights. However, challenges include developing a safe reactor, ensuring proper cooling without water, and navigating complex regulations. As NASA races against China and Russia, the potential for lunar outposts could revolutionize space exploration. With advancements in technology, this initiative could pave the way for future missions to Mars and beyond.
In the face of climate change, experts highlight the importance of government support and corporate social responsibility funds for micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, to reduce emissions. By integrating clean energy solutions and adopting climate-specific building regulations, MSMEs can enhance their resilience to climate-related challenges. Additionally, the implementation of early warning systems, Internet of Things forecasting, and improved infrastructure planning is essential. Accessible climate finance and clear policy frameworks will further empower MSMEs to operate sustainably and manage supply chain risks effectively. This collaborative effort can lead to a brighter, more resilient future for businesses and communities alike.
In Australia, Climate Change Minister Chris Bowen has decided not to increase the government's renewable energy target beyond 82% by 2030. While he embraced a recommendation for a 62 to 70% reduction in emissions by 2035, he has chosen to disregard the Climate Change Authority's more ambitious goals. This includes significant increases in wind power, electric vehicle sales, and a target of 90% renewable energy within 10 years. The government aims to chart its own course for emissions cuts, focusing on its specific plans rather than external recommendations.
Iran is currently facing a severe water crisis exacerbated by climate change, overextraction, and government mismanagement. The country has experienced 5 consecutive years of drought, with rainfall significantly below average. This has led to dangerously low water levels in reservoirs and the near evaporation of Lake Urmia, once the largest lake in the Middle East. Despite these challenges, Iran's Vice President for Environmental Protection, Shina Ansari, is optimistic about the future. She emphasizes the need for innovative solutions, including a shift to renewable energy, and aims to reduce water consumption in agriculture. With determination and the right strategies, Iran can work towards a sustainable future.
In Northern Ireland, a new proposal called the Renewable Energy Price Guarantee aims to lower electricity bills for residents near renewable energy projects and potentially for everyone. This initiative encourages investment in wind, solar, and energy storage to achieve 80% renewable energy by 2030. Economy Minister Kaim Archibald believes it will reduce costs and benefit local communities. Renewable NI's chair, Tamsin Fraser, highlighted that this plan could create jobs and economic growth, especially in rural areas. With a commitment to boost renewable generation, this scheme promises a brighter, more sustainable energy future for consumers.
India is exploring the innovative use of catastrophe bonds to enhance its disaster response amid increasing climate change threats. These financial instruments allow for quick access to funds when disasters strike, providing immediate support for recovery efforts. Unlike traditional funding methods, catastrophe bonds can deliver millions within days, reducing the economic impact of events like floods and cyclones. While challenges exist, such as developing accurate risk models and regulatory frameworks. India has the opportunity to lead in climate risk financing. This proactive approach could transform vulnerabilities into strengths, ensuring rapid recovery and protecting public resources for future development. End quote.
In Australia, National Senator Matt Canavan has expressed that the coalition may soon abandon its net zero emissions goal, urging Susan Ley to adopt strategies similar to Peter Dutton's approach to the Indigenous voice referendum. At the conservative CPAC conference, several right-wing politicians called for the immediate scrapping of the 2050 emissions target, originally set by former Prime Minister Scott Morrison. Ley emphasized that while the coalition takes climate action seriously, they will not commit to specific targets while in opposition. Meanwhile, Energy Minister Chris Bowen criticized the National Party for downplaying climate risks, highlighting ongoing debates about Australia's climate policies.
Pakistan is making exciting strides in its peaceful nuclear program, as highlighted by the International Atomic Energy Agency's recent recognition of its progress. During a meeting at the International Atomic Energy Agency General Conference in Vienna, Director General Rafael Mariano Grossi praised Pakistan's advancements, particularly the construction of the Chashma Nuclear Power Plant Unit 5, which aims to enhance energy security with clean power. The discussions also covered initiatives like Atoms for Food and Rays of Hope, focusing on improving agriculture and cancer care. Pakistan is committed to collaborating with the International Atomic Energy Agency to promote sustainable development and improve the quality of life in the Asia-Pacific region.
Japan is making exciting strides in renewable energy with its first commercial-scale floating wind farm near Goto, set to begin operations in January. This project is part of Japan's ambitious plan to increase renewable energy sources by 2040 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. The floating turbines, designed to withstand natural disasters, will help boost wind energy's contribution from 1% to up to 8%. While challenges like rising costs and infrastructure issues remain, local fishermen see potential benefits, including revenue sharing and job opportunities in turbine maintenance as traditional fishing becomes harder due to climate change.
For more climate news, make sure to download the Change Your Climate app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Please note, these stories were AI-generated from real news sources, which isn't always perfect. If you have any concerns or questions about the news contained in this podcast, please reach out to us. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.